Hello. It has been, oh shit, it has been quite some time since I did a video. And, Jesus. Where the fuck have I been, huh? Whew. Today is Sunday, July 8th. And, sorry. And, gorgeous out. Woo. God. What's it been? Like, 6 months? It's been a while. Like, holy shit. Alright, so, where the fuck have I been? You guys know I can't stand sitting on here doing a fucking video for you guys, having nothing to throw at my face except negative shit. You know that. The last couple of months, or 6 months now, I've had nothing to throw at my face except negative shit. So why the hell am I going to get on camera and be like, yo, what was me? Peace out. You know, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So, obviously, I've been missing. And there have been so many times I've wanted to get on camera, do a video for you guys, update you, because I'm blessed enough to have viewers that give a flying fuck about me. And I definitely want to say thank you for that. I really appreciate all the wellness checks that I've had from you guys. I've had so many comments and private messages from you guys just asking, am I okay? How are you doing? When are you going to make a video? Are you alright? I hope everything's okay. I've just had wellness checks up the wazoo for the last 6 months or whatever it's been. And, you know, I'm really blessed to have that. And thank you for that. I'm so appreciative of that. And every time I get one, I want to come on camera and update you guys because I know you give a shit. And I don't want to worry you. But I think about, okay, I'm going to get on camera. What am I going to say? Because I always make like, if I don't write it down, I always make like a little list in my head of what I'm going to say. Because my memory sucks now that I have aphasia. So, you know, I always kind of put it together in my mind. What am I going to say if I don't write it down? And when I go through the list of things I'm going to say, it's nothing but bad shit. And then I'm like, who the fuck wants to hear that? So that just poo-poos the idea of making a video, and I don't do it. So obviously it hasn't been done. But anyway, here I be, and there you go. That might be the mail. No, I think we're okay. So let me give you some general shit first. My weight's been about the same. I'm maintaining at about 145, 150. You know, it just depends on the day. That's it. The duodenal switch kind of does that for me. There's not much I have to worry about. So, as long as I just don't binge like a maniac on sugary carbs, then I'm pretty much good. There is this one fucking cookie. Oh my god. So, on Long Island, I think it's Ruggiero. It's spelled Ruggero''S. They make a cookie. It's a bakery. And you can order them online as well. And these cookies sell at a grocery store on Long Island called Best Yet. So I got a hold of them because I'm at my parents' house and my parents had a box of these cookies in their kitchen. Holy fucking shit, I've never had cookies this good in my fucking life. I ordered 5 pounds of them from them directly and had them shipped to Jersey. Holy shit. Those cookies I binged on. I did that, I think, in March. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was rough. I've got some cookies from them in the outside fridge right now because they're like half dipped in chocolate. I've got some of them, but I haven't binged on those yet. I'm just lightly dabbling in them. So, yeah, those are rough, but those are yummy. All right, so let me give you some stuff as far as how I am, okay? I'm just warning you. Number one, I'm not whining one bit. I'm simply updating you. And like I prefaced this video with, it's not good, okay? It's not good. So if you don't want to hear it, tap out now. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in and peace out. And I'll see you hopefully next video, okay? So, I've been exhausted. Insanity exhausted. It's gradually gotten worse. I wear a Fitbit and, you know, it tracks your sleep overnight. In January, I was averaging about 7 hours of sleep and I was okay. You know, of course I was sleepy because it's a side effect of all the epilepsy medicine that I take. But I was okay on 7 hours of sleep. Now, I'm a fucking zombie if I don't get 9.5 to 10 hours of sleep at night. And that's gradually gotten worse to July. It's insanity. What the fuck? So, and my B12, my vitamin B12 on my Bloodwork is through the fucking roof. It's over and above 2,000 on the scale. So it's definitely not a low B12. I don't need B12 whatsoever. So, no clue. My vitamin levels in general are fantastic. I completely turned them around by using the Vital AD prepackaged vitamins for the duodenal switch regime. That was fantastic. I'm 100% good, except on my blood work, there's something wrong with my reticulates, which are my baby red blood cells. Something's wrong with my baby red blood cells. They are not growing up and becoming grown-up red blood cells whatsoever. Either something is wrong with the baby red blood cells, meaning from my bone marrow, and they're not right, or something's killing them and they're not getting a chance to make it into adulthood. Don't know yet. Also, my iron saturation is low, but my iron itself is fine, and my ferritin is fine, but the saturation is low. No idea. So that sucks. My hematologist wants to check me for autoimmune diseases. I just had blood work to check for that. I don't know how to read his blood work that he had me do for LabCorp. I think everything came out okay, but I'm not 1,000% positive. My endocrinologist, oh, so I saw an endocrinologist for the very first time. This was interesting. This was interesting. I went to my gynecologist and general checkup, and I start bitching and moaning about, you know, my night sweats and shit, and hot flashes. Now, I've only got one ovary left. I do not have a uterus. I do not have my right ovary. I've only got the left one kicking, all right? So I'm just waiting to hit early menopause. I'm just waiting for it. It's coming. I'm going to be 39 in 10 days. So it's coming. I'm just waiting. So I start bitching and moaning at him, and he's like, all right, let's get some blood work done. So he does my hormone levels and my thyroid and some other shit. He sends it back to me and tells me that you need to see an endocrinologist immediately. Your levels are crazy. So I see one, and the endocrinologist, this is the very first time I went to one, so overwhelmed by my symptoms and by my vitamin regime. He couldn't believe the amount of pills I take a day in the form of vitamins and medicine. He was in the exam room with me for about 45 minutes. I got 3 hugs out of him, and he kissed my forehead and said, "We'll fix you, hon." I stunned him. And it stunned me how much I stunned him. I'm one of those people that apologizes a lot. I almost wanted to apologize to him because I felt bad for stunning him. It was one of those. I don't know. I have a follow-up with the endocrinologist tomorrow at 1:45. So we'll see. I also did blood work for the endocrinologist as well. So we'll see how that came out. I don't know. Oh God. Okay. So that went, whatever. Also, my back pain. So you guys know that I'm just gonna, what the hell was that? I'm just gonna like make a little diagram because maybe it'll help you like understand. So I'm gonna draw while I chit chat at you. So you guys know I had the car accident in 2014, the end of 2014. For those of you who are just like tuning in, at the end of 2014, it was October 15th, 2014. I was on the Throgs Neck Bridge in the right-hand lane. I was completely stopped due to traffic. I was not in park, but I was in drive, but my foot was on the brake 100%. I was not moving whatsoever. But I was just staring out the window, listening to music, waiting for traffic to start moving on the bridge, and I was like, do-do-do-do. Somebody came into the back of me, probably driving around 30 or 40 miles an hour, like pretty fucking fast. He drove into the back end of me, rear-ended me, but when he hit me, he spun my car. The way he hit me, he spun the back end of my car into traffic ahead of me. So the whole left side of my car hit 2 or 3 lanes ahead of me. I'm not 100% sure how many lanes he pushed my left side into because I never opened my eyes. Because when they strangers pulled me out of my car. Just innocent bystanders pulled me out of my car. And I'll tell you that in a second. But when they pulled me out of my car, they just laid me on the road. And there was so much debris rolling around, I just kept my eyes closed so that nothing went in my eyes. But anyway, so he pushed my left side into other cars. And while he did that, the front end of my car got pushed slightly over the bridge. So bystanders pulled me out of my car. And I don't know if they shouldn't have done that or should have done that, but regardless, I broke my back. My L1 vertebrae was completely crumbled. And the disc above it and below it turned into pancakes. So I'm fused from T11 to L3, and I have 2 titanium rods in my back. The rod on the left is in crooked. So that feels lovely. It hurts like hell. So, alright, let me just make a little diagram. One moment, please. Okay. And let's make those my arms. Okay. Alright, so usually my back usually hurts. So this like really dark area is where I'm fused, okay? And the bottom part is not fused. That's like my tailbone. So the unfused portion where my tailbone is still capable of swishing from side to side while I walk because my hips swish from side to side, okay? Usually my pain is like mostly down this area where the swishing hits the fused section, Okay, that's the majority of the pain. Lately, it's been the top section where my unfused portion up here by my shoulder blades has been hitting the fused section. Now that's very new for me, okay? It's always hurt a little, but not that much, okay? The pain's always been lower. I have no idea why. I haven't put on weight. I'm not picking up anything heavier than I usually do. It doesn't make sense, and the pain's been crazy. So I'm not enjoying that. Not at all. That's been very difficult. But whatever. Also, last thing I want to just update you guys on May 25th, I have to have brain surgery again. The rods, oh my god, I was thinking of my back. The plate in my head when I had the craniotomies over here, there were pins in the plate. So when I laid on it, the pins rubbed, obviously, my skin. I usually sleep on this side of my head. So the pins were rubbing up against my skin on my scalp. It was starting to get inflamed to the point where I couldn't like wash that side of my head. I couldn't brush it. It was very uncomfortable. And it was really a problem. So I had to have the pins pulled out. And to do that, they had to redo the plate. So my brain was exposed, but they didn't need to touch it. They just had to remove the plate, remove the pins, and put something else on, like a different sort of plate. And they described it as like spackle. They just put down the plate with a different sort of adhesive, and that'll work instead of the pins. So I took care of that on May 25th, and I'm good. So I think that's all you really missed. One thing I did post in two weight loss surgery groups on Facebook. I wanted to make sure I shared with you guys. Viviscal hair growth. Viviscal hair growth. How do I describe it? It's a pill version of like a Rogaine. So I have never been one to believe in the sort of bullshit that's like, you know, as seen on TV bullshit. Okay, I never have, never will. But my hair was really thinning out for a while. Okay, between being served the consequences of having shitty vitamin levels and then being served the consequences of a round of chemo pills, I was having a really hard time. My hair was really thinning out. And it was flat out embarrassing. So I got a hold of Viviscal and started using it. I've been using Viviscal, I think, since like Christmas or a little before Christmas. I don't remember. And so now we're in July. Honest to God, it's worked like crazy. It took a while. It did take a while. Okay, you're not going to get fast results. It's been, you know, 6-7 months now. But 6-7 months, it's done a beautiful job. I got my hair dyed 3 weeks ago. I've already got a hell of a lot of grays coming in. That usually doesn't happen. Honest to God, that usually doesn't happen. It usually takes about 4 to 5 weeks for grays to start showing up again in my hair. It's 3 weeks and I can see them. And that's just because my hair is growing like weeds. So it's really kicking in. Also, the thickness of my hair, the volume that's coming in, it's way better. So I would definitely give Viviscal a try if you're having a hard time. Just be patient with it. I take it as directed, which is 2 pills a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. It works pretty good. So I just wanted to give you that tip. I think that's it. I'm done with my negative shit. I don't want to talk anymore about negative shit. And yeah, I'm done. Mr. Meatball is good. Yeah, you're good. You're wonderful. Mommy loves you. You should go quick. Yes. He's so handsome. I took him to the trainer at the behaviorist. That was another $1,300. I can't tell you how much that one worked. I still have one more training session left in that grouping. It was 5 sessions total. And that trainer was the one. It was almost like going to a therapist. You gotta like find the one that works for you, you know, kind of like trying on shoes. That was the one that worked for him. The annoying part was that I spent so much money on everything else and none of that worked, but this trainer worked for him. That was irritating, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He's worth it. You're worth it, right? Yeah. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for checking up on me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to do videos more frequently, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week. Bye.